Team Orion is sponsored by Gecko Cards. Use code Orion5 in the link in the description to get 5% off all your Yu-Gi-Oh goodies.
What's up guys, Oliver here, and today I'm going to be showing you a Melodious deck profile, one of the best road decks of the current format in my opinion. Yeah, let's get going. It's flat 40 cards for consistency's sake, because the one card starters are not an abundance, but it works well enough. So monsters, you go 3 refrain, one of your best one card starters. Normalness adds any Melodious from deck to hand. In the scale, you target a Melodious fusion you control and send one to the grave, and the target gains attack equal to the monster's level times 200 until the end of the turn. Pretty useful, comes up a lot. You then have the 3 couplet. When it's added to hand, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Melodious from your hand or graveyard. An interesting thing that you can do is if you're going second and you get a Mulcharmy off, and then this gets added because they just play into it, you're playing on turn 0 for yourself, so this will just trigger and you'll special one from your hand. In the scale, it lets you add a Melodious spell. There's only one that's really worth playing, but we'll get to that. You then play 3 Soprano. This is a good 2-card starter. So when specialed, you can target a Melodious monster in your graveyard and add it back to hand. Hard once per turn, but soft once per turn. You use its effect and you can fuse with monsters on field. So you just use it to fuse, summon it back, use it to fuse again. It's pretty crazy. The card to pair it with is Sonata. This, if you control Melodious, you can special it for free, and it boosts all your fairy types by 500 attack and defense. So for example, if you normal summon this, then special this, you can still get full combo because you're then just going to fuse off. Then onto the one-offs. So the engine's pretty small. It's just 1 Aria and 1 Safina. This completely stops Rise Heal because Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or destroyed by battle. So if they can't target, they can't do anything. And this is the one. It's the one main brick. You don't want to see this in hand. You want to get to it during your combo. Same as this realistically, but you can always pendulum summon it. This soft once per turn, you can target a light fairy monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. And it's your only main deck Maestro monster, which comes up for the fusions, which we'll get to in a second. So yeah, that's it for the Melodious monsters. Then we'll go on to the engine spells. This is free. So free Ostinato, it's best card in your deck. You control no monsters. You just activate this. It's basically branded fusion. Send 2 Melodious, or send Melodious monsters to your graveyard, and special summon, fusion summon. But then, interestingly, you'll activate this. They have the Ash, cool. You have 2 in hand, you activate a second one. It's pretty broken. So, yeah, best card in your deck. Partnered with 3 first movement solo. You control no monsters, and you special summon a level 4 or lower Melodious from your hand or deck. But unfortunately, this one locks you into Melodious. So for example, Ostinato doesn't give you any lock at all, whereas first movement solo does. But this gets your combo going, because you'll just special this and go from there. Then the one spell that you can actually search is the Concerto. This lets you fuse from hand, field, or pendulum scales. And then also, while this is in the graveyard, if a Melodious fusion leaves the field, it has an effect which is basically the same as wanted. You'll put this to the bottom of your deck and you'll draw a card. So it's just a bit of recursion, which is why you only play the one, because you only really need the one. Consistency, I just play 1 Prosp, because you don't really need all your extra deck. You're playing a lot of 2 elves and 3 elves and cards that you might not necessarily need. So Prosp just sort of, you can either bait the Ash or you can just unclog your, you can get to your engine basically. And then for the only other spell I play is just the one call by, just for mulch armies, because they kind of hurt, because all I'm doing is fusing. Or special from deck. And just for the generic basic hand traps. So that's pretty much it for engine. So the rest here is just non-engine that you can play. So 3 Perulia, 3 Fualas. Just might as well max out while I can. You can just side them out. You've automatically, if you're going first, you've got 6 slots that you just side out. So it's pretty decent. And then standardly, you've got your 3 Ash. I only play 2 draw. Could potentially drop a Perulia and play 3 draw instead. But with the next hand trap, it doesn't matter too much. So play one of the best hand traps in the game, just Herald the Iron Light. If you can play it, just play it. Like this, everything is fairy, so you're just gonna negate and pop, and then you can declutter your hand. So if you've got your brick in your hand, you just send it to the grave, and then you'll summon it back. You'll add it back with one of the monsters, or just in any other way possible. So and then just lastly, just 3 Imperm. Imperm's not great at the minute because there's so many things that just dodge it. Which is the main reason why I'm not playing Veiler either. So for, with the Safina, you can only activate light monster effects that turn. So that includes before summoning this. So you wouldn't be able to use the effect if you already ashed something like a Mulch Army. So Veiler is an option instead of it. Veiler was an option, but with so many things, I didn't want to play 6 copies of Imperm when they just dodge everything. So yeah, that's main deck. So extra deck, we play the 1 Blue Harmonist. You can play this at 2. So this, when it's summoned, you discard a card and summon 2 Melodious monsters of different levels to zones it's point to, which is pretty important. So that's why your zone play, your position placeage is very important, which is just either side. So and then you just summon 2 of different levels. So you could summon, for example, in defense, you summon this and this, then they can't target you, and you've got your big Maestro monster, and then you can add back. So it works like that. You play 1 Gravity Controller, which comes up. It can come up. So with one of the fusions that you play, you always summon it to the extra monster zone, because on summon, which is this. You play 3 of this. So on summon of this is your first. Basically, if you get Ostinato, you're summoning this. So you'll summon this to your extra monster zone, and then on summon this will special Melodious from deck. So then, if they imperm it, because this can't be ashed, so every time Melodious monster effects cannot be negated, but the card itself can. So if they imperm the entire card, then that effect is redundant. So then you'll summon this here, try and do the effect, they imperm it. You'll link it away for a Gravity Controller, and then because you've Ostinato'd, this will summon back a Melodious. You target a Melodious monster in your graveyard and special summon it back. So if you're Ostinatoing and you're sending, I don't know, if you just send these 2, for example, you can summon back the Refrain to then carry on playing the game. So this is pretty handy. For the rest of the links, I'm playing 1 Mirage Light, because just spell trap negate, especially with Malice and things, it's pretty decent to have. Then I play 1 Protector of the Ancient Moon, because especially because Ostinato and First Movement Solo need you to require no monsters on board. If you draw into it, or they you've got the wrong monsters on board, you make this and then pop their card, attribute of cost, pop the card, your board's empty, you Ostinato again, and then your combo's still going. So it's pretty good. I play 1 SP. Card's broken just because it's generic. But only issue with this is that it comes back, which sounds really stupid because SP is just broken, but with it coming back and then you wanting to empty your board, it's a tough one, like, but it sort of feels sort of mandatory to play. The last link is Underworld Goddess. This is more for turn 3 because you're just gonna have loads of bodies on board, and then you just disrupt their board, and then you can still carry on playing and make all your because you're gonna shuffle back the concerto and still refuse and then carry on playing from there. So kind of broken. And then the I'm gonna lose button of Typhon, just because I hate this card, because if you're summoning it, you're just gonna lose the game anyway. So yeah, but it sort of just feels like you have to play it. And then play for the other Melodious fusions, other than the 3 backer, you play 2 Shiberta. This is a triple DD Crow on legs. So once while facing on the field, you can target 3 cards in either graveyard and banish them, and it gains 200 attack for each. This pairs really well with the next card, which is the Etoile. So this is these are your end board pieces basically. This is your main monster, the main boss monster you sort of need to get to. So this quick effect, you banish cards, Melodious monsters you control, and then you non-target bounce cards back to your opponent's hand. So the way it pairs is if you have these 2, you then use the effect to banish 3 of their cards, and you can go effect of this, banish this, and then in end phase they'll come back, and then this will come back because it's technically a new card. It will have its 3 banishes again, so it's kind of crazy. And then lastly, I play the Bloom Diva. This is basically just a U-Bell and Pain on legs, just with 1,000 attack, and they just take the difference, and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, and I take no damage with attacks involving this card. So yeah, don't tend to make this, but like it's always pretty good if they've got a towers that you can't out. You just make this, just punch into it, don't take any damage, they take it. So pretty crazy. Yeah, so that's it for the deck. Side deck, obviously it's very locals dependent, but I'll show you what mine is. So I play Tam Tam and Polly. So Tam Tam is it's basically your time condition. So if this card's special summoned while you control a Melodious monster, you can add Polymerization from deck to hand. So if they stop your concerto for any reason and you play in this, and this gets specialed, you can add Poly and then still fuse from there instead. You just don't get it from the pendulum scales. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard as fusion material, you target Melodious fusion, you control it, loses 500 attack, but you burn them for 500, so that's just your time win condition. Then I'm siding Elegy. You could argue this could be a main, because then you just make a god board that's unbreakable. So whereas the Aria, which was main deck, this protects from targeting and card effects, and battle, sorry. The Elegy protects from card effects, and it boosts all fairy types by 300 attack. So if you mained it, you could summon it with the link, summon both of these 2, and then your board is just unbreakable. So but I'm choosing to side it to keep the consistency pretty much higher. And then for example, if I'm not playing Raziel and I'm playing something that destroys by card effect, I'll side this in, or I'll keep both in, and then just, like I say, you can make an unbreakable board. With the current state of the meta, just 3 Lancia. It hurts a lot of decks, so like obviously Malice hurts with all the new Ignista stuff. It's kinda, they can kind of play through, but it still hurts. And things like Crystron and things like that, it's really good for. I play Double Thrust, just because don't really think I need a third when I'm playing 40 cards, and then I've got I'm getting a draw throughout the combo regardless, so can always draw into it and things like that. So yeah, just 2 Thrust, and I play 1 Talent. Could main it, but like I say, keeping it at 40 cards. one cross out, because then I can always keep a Fuelas in, because it really hurts the deck. It hurts just giving him loads of draws, because you're just going to go through loads. And then I can just cross it out, and then it's all fine. And then for the generic hand traps and things. Thrust targets, I have one Duster, one D-Barrier, and one Artifact Sanctum. Just for hate. Obviously, not for fusions, for more synchros and things like that. This for searching Lancia, or summoning Lancia. This for just back row hate. And then 2 Purge. Because it's mainable. I could play 42 and play Purge. But this is nothing against the Mulcharmies. And if I've Ashen once and I need the Purge, it's probably... they're probably just going to play through the Purge as well, because they've probably got pretty far. But yeah, that's my side. It's pretty decent. An interesting strat that you can do if you've sided in Lancia and you've Lancia'd him turn 1. If you summon this and Lancia's in your graveyard, you can use the effect to add a light fairy back to hand, so you can just add your Lancia back, and then they're definitely not playing next turn, and it's just game over. But yeah, that is my Melodious deck profile. Hopefully you'll see some gameplay this week of how the deck actually runs. But yeah, enjoy.